Hi, I'm in my garage right now. I can't remember the last time I was in here for more than, oh my gosh, golden hour just hit. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I am like literally glowing right now. There's a bird right there. It's a really pretty bird. It's just sitting there. Well, I can't tell if it's a really pretty bird. I can't really see it, but the fact that it's a bird makes me assume it's pretty because birds are pretty. There's a bird feeder right there. You can't see it, but it's right there. I decided that this would be a reasonable place to conduct what I would call a video log. It's quirky, it's silly, and it's away from people. I love people, but not when I'm thinking. I don't know how long this will be or how consistent it will be, but I'm going to talk about things. As of now, it has been 2 weeks since I created my last YouTube video. I do YouTube because you're watching me through YouTube right now. And if you are not watching me through YouTube, that's odd. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. What I meant to say is that if you're not watching me because you've seen my main channel and you've come over to the second channel and you think this is the main channel, it's not. It's just a place I do things and talk about things. I do things on the main channel too, but I do different things here. There's a door right there. You can't see the door, but maybe I'll bring it over in a other video log. But yes, I do gaming videos, as in gaming essay videos, mostly to do with creative writing. And I enjoy that. I enjoy writing creatively about creative video games. And I haven't done that in a little while. I've been stuck on the new Zelda game for a long time. I've sunk over 100 hours into it within the past few weeks, which is a problem because I don't do that. Well, I do that, but I did it more when I was younger because I'm older and responsibilities matter a lot more now. Which is very interesting because when you're a kid, you really just don't want to do anything. Like, you don't want to be responsible in any way, shape, or form. You just kind of like want to do what you want. Like, I want to stay up later, I'm not tired, or like, why do I have to go to school? I wish I could play this. But the older you get, the higher the drive for responsibility is. And I'm not exactly sure whether or not that's a result of something built into our DNA or just feeling like we need to have purpose, which I suppose would also be built into our DNA. But the point being, there's a difference between them here. Although that isn't to say that work, like, the drive to work doesn't exist within children, but it's interesting. Like, where does that come from? Because I, as a person, have never had to cram for many things educationally or put my whole heart and soul into my schoolwork, but I still have the genuine desire to work hard on something. Not out of societal expectation, but just because it makes me feel good, and primarily because I need to work hard to actually, you know, be able to sustain myself and others. If I'm not willing to work, I just heard a witch cackle. But yeah, oftentimes the best kind of motivation you can have is intrinsic as opposed to extrinsic. External? I don't remember. Whichever one. The in, not the out. The N. In, not out. You get the idea. I hear people. Someone's mowing their lawn. No, they're not mowing their lawn. They're washing a car. They're power washing a car. So enjoy that. But yeah, the point is, I am putting I desire to put more time towards YouTube. Yet simultaneously, I am very aware that YouTube does not seem, at least in the way I do it right now, to be a good career choice down the line. There's a time about 10 years ago where you could easily become a YouTuber and become one of the greats, because most of the greats come from like 10 years ago, like 30 million, 20 million, 10 million subscribers. But since it's 10 years later, the market is a lot more saturated and there are a lot more creators who can create a lot more things. Something that would be considered extraordinarily good then would be considered run-of-the-mill now, because we have had more easy access to tools and we have more easy access to knowledge, and you can learn from the greats who had to forge the path before you, which is really good because now everyone has a voice. It's also really bad for business because now you don't get to be the special one, or at the very least it is much harder to become that special one. So realistically, I perceive my future life goal, or not goal, path to be editing for other people, becoming a video editor for others, because that's what I've taught myself to do since I was young. Now, I have time to work that out. I'm 16 years old, so I actually have ample opportunity to plot out a course. But then the question remains, should I just fuel all my efforts towards working on editing for others and learning how to do that more and putting myself out there even more, or should I also put an equal amount of time, or at least split them in two, towards the YouTube channel? 50% YouTube channel, 50% editing in general. The problem with that is that I can learn how to edit better through the YouTube channel, so in reality it would, they coincide, they work well together. So recently I've just been working on my YouTube channel, not necessarily because I want my YouTube channel to blow up, but because it's the best way to learn how to do something, in that I am actively learning about how to do something passionately, or at least how to do something well because it is exactly, it's combined with my passion. My passion is creativity and just art in general. At least it's one of my main passions, and I really enjoy reviewing things, not like game review like 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10, which I have done before, but mostly just taking pre-existing media and making a point out of it. Or more accurately, sharing what I gleaned from that piece of media and how it can affect you. And that is, I'm very blessed to be in that state, because I can do what I love and simultaneously work on what I need. What I need is to eventually get a stable job, and editing seems like one of those, at least in regards to my own skill set. And literally the way I improve at editing is by doing what I love, because the more you're invested in the thing, the more you're gonna put work into it, and the better it's gonna be. For example, it's more likely for me to have a very well-made Ocarina of Time video, because I love Ocarina of Time, than a very well-made Rabbids video, because I don't give a heck about Rabbids. Not that I couldn't make a good Rabbids video, but the point is that I am more efficient when doing something that emotionally fuels me, like Zelda. Zelda is also a very hot topic right now, so I'm working on a Tears of the Kingdom video mostly because I enjoy Tears of the Kingdom and I need to make it. Because it's a pretty good game. I could make a relatively semi-inflammatory title because I have relatively different opinions on the game, I feel, than others. Or at the very least, my opinions are not yet voiced by others. So, if I get my opinions out early, it'll become my opinion, and then other people will adopt that opinion, therefore brainwashing an entire group of people. No, not that. But the idea is that I had a different experience than I think most people do with the game, and I would like to share that. But yeah, there's no real thesis to this video. There's no point at the end, but this is life. I'm growing up right now, and that's a little odd and weird, not scary, it's just weird. Like, I feel like my childhood is no longer a thing. It's like a different world. Like, it's an alternate universe that I was in before. As if my childhood is what people consider to be a past life. I don't know if that's a case of past nostalgia or what. It really could be, because nostalgia is very, very, misleading. I love nostalgia, but I also hate nostalgia, and with that, Bikers. This video has been long enough. Maybe I'll talk about nostalgia next time. Maybe I'll just talk about whatever the heck I have to think of. Thank you very much for watching, and there have been clippers below you this whole time. I was really afraid that I was gonna slam my knuckles together. Okay, hope you're all well. Bye-bye.